Hey YouTube, Fino here. Super tired. This is just a recap of the last day of Worlds from Pokemon. So yeah, from the last video we told you we're gonna meet the makers of Pokemon. It was Masuda and Ohmori, I think his name was. Yeah, Ohmori or Ohmori. I think the O is silent if you want to show this right here. We got 3 invitations to meet the makers of Pokemon. We got to shake their hand and, you know, shits and giggles. We'll have some pictures on my Facebook about that maybe. I don't know, depends. We'll have to take a look at them. Then we got some stuff signed. These 2 playmats. Masuda and Ohmori. Masuda, Ohmori. And then we also got a funny graded card signed.
Where's the graded card?
It's underneath.
Oh, fancy.
You can tell the story about this, explaining to the people.
So, at first glance, when you look at this Yveltal EX, you're like, oh, okay. Like, whatever. It's just an Asian card. It's probably Japanese or whatever. It even says Japanese at the top. Ooh, it has a perfect 10. That's cool. And then, you know, you just flip it over to be like, hey, that doesn't seem right. Japanese cards have a different back, if you didn't know. Because this is actually Korean, if you compare it to a Japanese card. Oh, Japanese card. Very different. That is clearly not Japanese. So that's a Korean card. And so PSA is actually a authenticator. Yeah, that's the Japanese back. An authenticator before they're a grader. And so for them to grade something, they have to authenticate something. And Korean cards aren't considered real cards, so they can't grade them because they're not real. I pulled this from a Korean booster box that I bought. I think it was the first box I ever bought from Koreatown. And it was super cheap because they're not real. And that was probably one of the first cards I pulled. It was really cool. I pulled that among other cards. And I actually sent them in to another YouTuber. His name's Silver Snorlax. We can post a thing to him. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. And he has like a whole...
You looked at me for that, yeah.
Yeah. And so he even has a whole thing where he kind of said that too. But I kind of sent them in kind of... Like, he warned me that they probably won't grade them, and I was like, fuck it, let's do it anyways. And he ended up, we ended up getting this one graded, but then my Emolga and, like, something else got sent back saying, you can't grade this. Actually, I have one of my, where'd it go? This is what PSA cards come back in, and not graded. Oh, yeah. They just say, no spec info, no grade holder, whatever. This is a...
Reject card.
A reject card, Red Sonja. So.
Because it's not one of their, like, official card types that they grade. It's not like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic or baseball cards. Like, one of their, like, official, we grade these things.
Yeah, so I didn't think that card was going to get graded. Whatever, it was cool.
It's worth a try.
Worth a try. And I got this one. So, this is the only one in the world. There's barely any Korean cards that have gotten through on like any grading system other than if it's just authenticating it for a signature or something. I don't even know if anybody else has ever done that. So we got signed. It's underneath the plastic. This has plastic wrap around it, but we got it signed by both of them, same signature. Yeah, you can kind of see it there.
I wish we had a silver marker for them to do it.
Yeah, they only had a gold marker, which would have been...
Might have shown a little better, but whatever. Neither here nor there. It's still a signature.
Yeah. And they kind of just gave us the look of, fuck you, that's Korean.
Because they... I mean, from what my understanding from that like whole culture, it's very like, fuck Koreans kind of thing. Like, we don't like Korean people. I don't know the specifics behind it. It's just from what I understand... There's just a lot of inter-Asian racism, and doesn't matter. All I know is they saw that and they were like, "Fuck you," but we still have to sign this kind of thing. We're not going to make a stink about this, and so it was just kind of like a big middle finger to them, making them sign that, and that was just funny to do.
Also, because they know it's fake. And it got graded as a real card. So that is super one of a kind. You can't even dispute that now with the signature. Even, no, yeah, so, signature. Okay. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Look at all the shiny.
Yeah. We also got 2 more of these playmats if anyone wants one. Plus a ton of the Other Worlds product. We got Pikachu stuffed animals. We got double deck boxes. We got full-size playmats. We got the regular battle mats that have like the regular Worlds design on it. I can just fucking pull one out.
Yeah. These ones are... So they made 2 versions of these, maybe 3. They made... These are the main...
So they did this one.
Yeah.
Staff, competitor, and potentially top 8. I don't know if they made a top 8. I assume they did.
They also made this one in competitor, too.
Yeah. That's the same mat.
Oh.
That's that mat.
That one, yeah.
And then there's this mat which you could buy in the store. This is the mat that regularly comes on. This design regularly is on this. So this is the one that you can only get by like doing stuff at the event. So rarer than this because you can just buy this. So yeah, that's the thing. We have those. Ton of the product. We randomly traded for these 2 plushies, $15 for them. I think they're worth like 60 new. They're not new. Whatever. I vaguely have been wanting those, so it's just like that's significantly cheaper than they are online. We got some random things. We told you guys the story the other day of how we ended up getting the tickets and everything. We still had the event tickets because we were so busy watching the finale of Worlds and everything that we didn't get to use them. We were planning on just going, because we had exactly 8 tickets. We were like, wait a minute. We could just say we're going to sign up 8 people for an 8-player pickup pod, and then they're all our friends, and then just none of them showed up, and then we would just take all the prizes. But then they were like, no, we just finished the last one. We're not doing any more. You can only trade these in for packs. And we were like, can we get sleeves instead of packs? And the guy was just like, okay, I don't care about my job, and gave us sleeves, and then he got yelled at for that.
Immediately after.
Yeah, and he was also one of the guys that like fucked up our tournament too, I believe. He looked familiar. We got this set of, I think, 10-ish promos. They're staff promos. We got these cool Wizards of the Coast energies. Everything here is for sale, by the way. This, we have no idea how much. Any of the signed stuff we're only taking offers on. Don't ask how much. Because they're priceless, so we don't know. It's whatever you're willing to pay for it kind of deal. Not expecting to sell them. It is what it is. And the one thing I went in there like, I want to go home with this, was I wanted a set of the 3 of these in mint condition. I didn't know what they were worth. We pulled one of them, traded really good for the other 2, all of them mint, and I was just like, fucking awesome, I want these graded. Because I want to get something that's sentimental to me, graded from each of the 3 games. I'm going with the 5 pre-release Planeswalkers from Origins, and I want to get them graded, and then get the graded cards signed by the artists. Then there's these, and then I'm trying to figure out what I want graded from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm thinking like one iconic card from every deck I played. I'm not sure. And then a bunch of random stuff that we picked up in trading. We did so much just like paperclip trading, if you know what that is. Like, we started off... Yes, that's my t-shirt. Thank you. We started off with like nothing this weekend of like trades. It was mostly just like old Pokemon cards that just aren't worth that much, and we ended up with all of this. If you want to like show the binder, these particularly we're going to be holding on to. The Giratina and the Lugias until they go up in price a little bit, because those are coming into rotation. They're not legal yet, so they're.
I think they're legal as of like tomorrow.
Something like that. But needless to say, they're going up. Everything else is for sale. Just once these peak, we're going to sell them. You know how it is. This isn't for sale. But like we picked up one of these, that. Traded one of these for that. That was cool. I found out after the fact that that's actually worth money. I had no idea. I was just like, that's a cool picture. That. This one is Portuguese. That's kind of cool. Not for trade. The other one is for trade, though. I decided I'm making a Gardevoir collection, so I'm missing a full art Mega Gardevoir. This is what I've started so far. I really like the foiling they're doing for these. I really like the artwork of that. It's really spiffy. I like that. But yeah, I want more God of War cards. They're foil. All these Lugias we got. That. We got these. I don't know what these are worth.
That was also a funny story.
Yeah, we traded like a $10 card for each of them. About. I think it was like 15 in trade. That's going to go up to 22 or something.
Yeah, one of them was a Giratina that's going up. So, and we looked him up on a phone, showed the guy the picture and the price, being like, they're however much.
It was like $9 or whatever. He was holding the cards, so I couldn't see the picture. I just looked at the name and looked it up real quick, and then he pulled the cards back away, so I didn't know what the picture was, because I don't know anything about these. I don't play Pokemon. That's always my excuse. I don't fucking know anything about this game. And then we looked it up on eBay later, and we were like, oh, that's this year's version. There's none on eBay. So, $50? Question mark? I don't know. That's really cool. If they don't sell, that's fine. I really like them. They're unique. I have no problem keeping them if I don't sell them for a lot.
There are 2 different languages.
They are?
Yeah. They came in packs of 7, and each one's a different language.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Oh, awesome.
A set of them is $120, I think.
That's fancy. Now we gotta complete that set.
Everybody fucking had them too. It was kind of stupid.
We got this set of starters. Some of this we picked up there. Some of this was just like in his collection. Like we picked up these shinies right here. And we picked up this, and maybe one other. I don't remember. Maybe this. I don't remember. Yeah. Some of this was stuff that we picked up from the collection. I can't tell any at this point. It's all kind of mixed in. Because a lot of it was like stuff that we kind of had similar stuff to, if not already had.
Oh, it's one of my favorite cards.
Heat Ran?
Look at the nice, powerful, heavy metal move.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a, what is it, regional? Yeah, regional card.
Fancy.
Yeah.
I like the regional Aegislash. My babies.
We got those balls. Everyone was like, I like those balls. I need those balls.
I had a lot of people that were like, ooh, and then like they talked to their other person in a different language, and then they wouldn't say anything to us about it. They were just like vaguely like, ooh, I clearly have interest in this. And then we're starting a collection of odd Pokemon cards. Naked Misty, Giving the Finger Sabrina. Both of these cards have ass in the name.
Ass Trainer. And
Good luck with
Adria's
that.
Ass, I'm Armel.
They say ass. That's funny. I like foreign language cards.
And he's black, making fun of her because she has that ass. Mm-hmm. And he's a little white boy, so there's something going on there.
If you say so. Have you been watching too many soap operas?
We also got this yesterday. It's a dice bag, but it's not a dice bag. Super fancy. Mm-hmm. All the Magic people are going to not be jealous.
They're going to be jealous of my Crown Royal bag. That's super nice. So yeah, that was our World Championships. I should be a little more enthusiastic. Oh yeah, I mean, we told them we got 2 boxes of product too as like the we're sorry we fucked up thing. They can just look at the previous day to see what happened, like the whole story of it, because I don't feel like explaining it another time. You're having too much fun with that. I should be more enthusiastic, but I'm exhausted. But yeah, that was our Worlds. It was... what did I call it before? It was eventful yet uneventful.
For something, I don't know. It was kind of boring.
It was boring, but like,
we made it eventful.
Yeah. And the judges ended up by I'm just going to keep calling them judges. They're staff. I don't give a fuck. Judges, by the end of the day, like, knew us. They were just like, oh god, those guys. Because we kept having issues with them. Like, between them trying to kick us out and them doing a shitty job. And just, like, every single one of them not knowing the answer to our questions. Like, what's the rules of this format? Where's the tournament? Where do I sign up for the tournament? Where's the bathroom? Like, anything. They were always like, I don't know. Go over there and ask that person.
Their excuse is always, I'm a TCG judge. I asked you where the bathroom is.
We at one point went up to a table of like 10 of them, and we were just like, where is something? And they were just like,
Did you ask the people over there? They sent us to you. Awkward.
And they were just like, yeah. I am not impressed with how Nintendo runs their events for like that level stuff. Between the regionals and that, it was very unprofessional.
Better than Konami?
Better than no, the side events were probably better at Konami, but like the fact that they were like doing rounds on a piece of paper, that's retarded. It was very, very poorly done. Like, if it was Konami, they would have fucked it up and then given you the finger. Whereas they fucked it up and gave you stuff, which is more acceptable. But still, it was just, I can still be upset about how unprofessional it was. I'm still content with getting stuff, though.
At least we didn't pay to get in.
Yeah. We ended up paying $20 to get 2 boxes of product, 2 playmats, 2 invitations to meet the creator of Pokemon, and then booster packs for entry. Twice.
And then sleeves eventually.
And then sleeves. I think we profited. So yeah, that was our Worlds experience. That's pretty much it. Any closing thoughts you have?
Tyrone.
And none of them had a Dunkel's Turtok.
Yeah, all the German people didn't have the best Blastoise ever. Dark Blastoise in German.
Fucking German people.
And none of them were from, they weren't even German. They just collected German cards. They're like, I'm from Romania. I'm from some other European country. Okay, why do you have German cards? Because Germans, oh, and then the guy.
I don't want to go into that.
Oh, we scared a guy.
I was talking about how I like the German language. It's silly. It's really angry sounding, and I was like, Swastifugel, Dunkel's Turtok, and I scared him, and he was just like, oh god, neo-Nazis, and ran away. That was silly. He was just like, ugh, what is going on? Then we had some random sketchy guy walk up to us that saw we were selling stuff, and he was just like, I'll give you these competitor t-shirts, and if you sell them, you get to keep 50%. And then he just left. And we were just like, and nobody wanted them.
We found the hard way.
And we were like, that's why he gave them to us. Nobody wants these. Oh well, we tried.
50% of the people there had them. Every single TCG and video game player had them. And apparently, if you were a player and you went with your friend who wasn't a player, and like brought them, so like if Fino was playing and brought me, we both would have gotten shirts.
Because they're retarded and don't check shit. Their judging stuff was really bad. Like, really bad. But yeah. Any other closing thoughts? This is like the 3rd time we've had any more closing thoughts.
From the Vault Angels.
Alright, that's all. Peace, you two.